Reckon you'll find her up the house. Denby didn't lose any time getting that Evans kid out here. He was just waiting word that Brett Travis was out of the way.
Oh, hello, Mr. Denby.
Hello, Miss Judy.
Judy, this is your cousin, Brett Travis. He arrived in Buckhorn a short while ago. Brett, Judy Wilson, who's co-heir to the ranch.
I never would have known you, Fred. No wonder I was about 4 the last time we saw each other.
Yeah, and I was just about to get into long pants. We're looking forward to seeing you, though.
Lazy Double, you're welcome, sure.
Thanks.
Did that man ride up with you, Mr. Denby?
I don't know him. He didn't come with me.
Did you want to see me?
Not really, ma'am. I was just passing by and thought I'd stop in and ask the way to Buckhorn.
Who are you looking for in Buckhorn?
My Aunt Clementine. That's my Marion aunt. Moved to these parts years ago. Must have had 2 or 3 husbands since then.
Buckhorn's about 4 miles straight ahead up that road.
Thank you, ma'am.
Well, let's go in the house.
Wonder who that hombre is.
I never laid eyes on him before.
Wonder what he wanted.
And Judge Cly admitted your father's will to probate, Judy. Now, within a week or so, you and Brett will go into court and establish your identity. Just a matter of form, and the ranch will be yours. I guess that's what Josh didn't want to see you run the ranch alone, Judy.
Whatever Dad wanted is right with me, Fred.
Wonder where Alibi is. He's been gone all afternoon.
Sure has. Well, speaking of the devil, here he comes.
Well, he's sure riding like the devil's after him. Maybe he's a little ashamed for being away so long.
Vacation's over, boys. I ran right smack dab into a job that needs doing.
This time, Alibi, it'll have to be left undone.
A young fellow on his way out here to take over a ranch that his uncle left him with dry ghost.
Can you stop him, Craig?
Well, I could just sort of fill him full of lead.
Oh, no, not that.
Then a lawyer shows up at the ranch with another young fella masquerading as the one they thought they killed.
Do you hear him, Craig?
Hey?
I said, do you hear him?
I don't seem to be able to hear a thing.
Poor boy's hard of hearing.
Then there was that beautiful young girl who's bound to be cheated out of everything she owns. What was that? Uh-oh. Mount your horses, boys. A girl's in trouble. A beautiful girl.
Can you imagine Alibi wasting all this time and somebody in trouble?
Alibi? You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Where's the ranch?
What about your vacation?
We had our vacation.
Well, what's holding us up? Well, we got to make a stop at a shack where I left that young fellow who's wounded.
Well, come on, let's get out of here.
This here, Brett Travis, boys.
Howdy, Brett.
These lawmen, they're friends of mine. They aim to help you.
Sorry you're hurt, Brett. Alibi here tells me that you fell heir to a ranch.
Yeah. Lazy W was left by my uncle to his daughter and me.
Well, there's nothing left for you to do but to go there and make your claim.
Haven't I been telling you there's somebody else at the ranch passing himself off as Brett Travis?
Well, then all he's got to do is identify himself.
Shouldn't have any trouble doing that.
Well, I sent all my identification papers to my lawyer, Roger Denby.
Well, this here Denby, is he the only one that knew you were coming to Buckhorn?
I think so. Couldn't be sure.
Can anybody identify you?
Yes. Tom Andrews. I worked for him at his ranch near Amarillo, Box A.
We'll send for him right away.
Not so fast, Dusty. We better find out what this here Denby's up to first.
I reckon Croucher's right. Do you know any reason why they'd want you out of the way?
Oh, not at all. In fact, I haven't seen the ranch or my cousin in every 20 years.
Looks like we start right from the bottom, boys.
Well, there's two places to begin. Now, here's what we'll do first.
Good day, ma'am. Is Mr. Wilson home?
My father died some time ago.
Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. I can hardly believe it. Why, he was one of my best friends.
Won't you come in?
Thank you.
I don't believe I ever saw you before.
I don't reckon you have, or I couldn't have forgotten. My name is Kingston.
I'm glad to know you. I'm Judy Wilson. Oh, Brett, come in.
See, where did you know Mr. Wilson? In Dallas. The last time we met, I told him I was thinking of buying a ranch. He said that this part of Texas couldn't be beat.
I'm sure it can't. This is my cousin, Brett Travis, Mr. Kingston.
I'm glad to know you, Travis.
Howdy. Where you heading?
Well, I was aiming to visit here with Mr. Wilson and look around for a ranch, kinda. But, well, I reckon now that I'll,
We'd like to have you stay here at the ranch with us, just as Dad would have insisted.
Well, I guess it wouldn't be friendly to refuse such a kind invitation.
Brett, would you please take care of Mr. Kingston's horse?
Thank you, Travis.
Won't you sit down?
Much obliged. You know, your father never called me Mr. Kingston.
No.
No. He always called me Dusty.
Well, maybe I'd better call you Dusty.
I'd feel more at home.
I wouldn't want you to feel any other way, Dusty.
Oh, you got company.
Yes, Granny. Granny, this is one of Father's friends, Mr. Kingston.
Howdy, young man.
How do you do?
Where you from?
From, Dallas, ma'am.
Don't mad me. Call me Granny. Everybody does. You know the Lesters in Dallas?
The Lesters? No. No, I don't reckon I do.
Well, I suppose you know the Chalmers outfit.
The, Chalmers? No. No, I don't believe I do. I guess I never ran across the people that you know.
You said you came from Dallas. You can't know much about it.
Well, you see, ma'am, Granny, I came, from north of Dallas.
No wonder. South is the best.
You can't keep any secrets from Granny, so don't try.
Is that thing working again?
Hey, Ike.
The name's Mike.
Well, you can't blame me. Bring me a glass of milk.
What?
A glass of milk.
Why don't you order sarsaparilla?
Because I can't say sarsaparilla. Milk.
Hey, boys, look, a maverick calf bleating for its milk. There's your milk.
Did you ever drink milk, my friend?
No.
Hey, Ike.
I told you the name was Mike.
Well, Ike or Mike, they both sound alike. Set up another glass of milk here for my friend.
I don't drink milk.
I said another glass of milk. Now get some real enjoyment out of this. Drink it. I said drink it. Well, how was it?
It was fine.
Even barflies bleat when they get their milk.
Why, you...
Anybody else? You boys really ought to take to drinking milk. Hey, Ike.
Yes.
You got a good lawyer in town?
Yes, Roger Denby.
Where's his office?
At his home on the North Road outside of town.
You hear that, my friend? Sue me.
I didn't leave that window open. Don't turn and reach. Keep him covered, Duke. Turn around.
That's the hombre.
Well, well, the bleating barfly. So you're gonna sue me after all.
Shut up. What do you want here?
You lawyers wind up with all of the people's money, so I reckoned I might find some here.
They have a habit of stringing up thieves in this country. You must have wanted money awfully bad.
I did, but I don't now with that 6-gun staring me right square in the face.
Don't try any tricks.
No, sir, you got me all wrong, counselor. Seems I didn't have any luck here. I figured you might get me a job.
You're likely to find work, but not the kind you expect.
Just where do you keep your money, counselor? I'm plumb curious. You see, I could have drilled the both of you. I figured that barflies, lawyers were no hand with a 6-gun. Now, if you're willing to call it quits, so am I. Then nobody gets hurt.
Well, it's a deal. Did you say you'd like to work?
Oh, I didn't say I'd like to. But I'm willing.
Duke, pay attention to the stranger. You might learn something. I could use a man like you. Did you ever ride the range?
Yep. I owned a spread in Montana. I rode for the Bar S in Idaho, and I've drifted from the Rio Grande to the Great Divide.
What's your name?
Name? Corey. Crash Corey.
All right. Take this to Brett Travis at the Lazy W. He needs a foreman, and he'll use you.
Not yet. Is there anything I can do for you while I'm writing at the Lazy W?
I'll let you know when the time comes. I'll feel a lot better having a man like you to call on.
And I feel mighty good about it, too.
See you later.
Thank you, Mr. Denby.
Did you want to see me, Brett?
Yes, this is our new foreman, Crash Corey.
I'm glad to know you, Mr. Corey.
Howdy, miss. Haven't we met before?
I've been around, sorta.
Well, no doubt you have. Do you work here, Mr.
Kingston. No, Mr. Kingston's visiting.
Well, even the name sounds familiar. Well, I'll recollect sooner or later. From now on, I'll be at your service.
You look big and strong enough to do whatever you set your mind to, young man.
This is Granny, Mr. Crash Corey.
Howdy, Granny. I think we'll be able to manage things all right.
And there's things that need managing.
Oh, why, there's nothing wrong with the ranch that I can see.
Maybe you can't see far enough. I suspect this Crash Corey here can.
You and I are going to do all right, Granny. I reckon I'd better get along and get things started. So long.
Good day, Mr. Corey.
You men got nothing to do?
Not much.
I'll fix that pronto. Get down. I'll teach you men to move fast. Hey, see, you're moving faster already. Now, if you don't mind, get mounted. We're riding out to the North Range to look over some cattle.
You know him, Dusty?
Know him? Know who?
Mr. Corey.
Oh, I've been a-wondering. Seems to me that I met him a couple of times in San Antone. But he was always in hot water over some gal.
Sounds intriguing.
But you want to be on your guard, Miss Judy.
Oh, I think I know how to handle men.
Yeah, I reckon you do. Well, if I'm going to look over any ranch properties, I better be going. Bye.
Hey, Crash, I've been waiting on you. Sit down. How'd you fix to get this job, anyway?
Oh, my personality. You know, my smiling personality.
Have you found out what this Denby's up to?
Nope, so far not a thing. Have you seen that phony cousin?
I left him on the porch with Judy. Hey, Crash, maybe he's got Brett's identification papers.
Maybe. You better get back and keep him busy while I find out.
All right. I'll go in and tell him the story about the blonde gal that got you in jail in Yuma.
Oh, if you do, I'll tell him a couple of stories.
Now, just you...
You better just sing to them. Folks always get sleepy when you sing.
Oh, yeah? Well, let me tell you something.
Now, Dusty, there's no time for arguing. You just get back there and keep him on the porch while I go hunting.
Under the shining until we realize all our dreams come true. We'll build a haven.
There's somebody in the house. Better get in here quick before he gets away. I heard someone down the hall.
Well, I guess he got clear away.
What could they want here, Brett?
Yeah, Brett, what do you think they were after?
Well, I don't keep a thing here worth stealing.
Then there can't be much harm done.
No.
You coming, Brett?
No, I think I'll straighten things up and turn in.
Go ahead.
Crash!
Howdy, Miss Judy.
Any sign of the intruder last night?
No, not a trace of it.
Well, I hope it won't happen again.
Oh, I'm sure it won't. Say, is that Mr. Kingston still around?
Yes, he is. You really think you know him?
Seems like I met him down in Tucson. He was in some sort of a trouble about a girl. It's the way I recollect.
And you think you ought to warn me against him?
Well, how did you know I was thinking of that?
Oh, just my womanly intuition. You boys do get around. Dallas, San Antone, Phoenix. Now, there must be some other places.
Well, I reckon I'd better get out on the range. Well,
If you'll excuse me, Miss Judy.
howdy.
Hi. This is the Lazy W ranch, isn't it?
Yes, I'm the foreman.
Mr. Wilson wrote us some time ago that he wanted a survey made of his ranch. Now, this is the first opportunity that I've had
Kind of a survey.
for oil.
Oil?
Yes. Wilson wrote us he thought there was oil on his property.
Oh, I'm sorry you had to make this trip. But Mr. Wilson was killed accidentally about 2 months ago.
Oh, that's most unfortunate.
Tell me, where can you be reached later?
Well, I have another job at Saddle River, about 30 miles west of here. I figure I'll be there about a month at the Palace Hotel.
Palace Hotel. Well, I'll look you up later, as soon as things get settled here at the ranch.
Fine. I'm very sorry to hear about Mr. Wilson.
Thanks. So what they're after is oil. I'm going to search every foot of the ranch until I find the spot. Did you say you worked for a Tom Andrews near Amarillo?
That's right.
Well, we'll send Andrews a wire asking him to come to Buckhorn.
I'm sure he'll do it.
Well, suppose this Denby is tipped off about this wire.
Well, we'll send Alibi to some other town to send it.
Listen, Crash, maybe that oil just don't show at the surface.
Oh, it's got to. Or how would Wilson have found it?
Well, here we've been out every day for a week looking for it, and we haven't found a sign of it yet.
Yeah, I know, Dusty. But we'll just have to go out again tomorrow. Let's get back to the ranch.
Okay.
just been to court.
Yep, that makes the title of the Lady Debbie Judy's and mine.
Well, I guess I should congratulate you both.
Yeah, well, we better get this into the safe, Judy.
Will you come with us, Dusty?
Thank you. Hello, Corey.
Hello. I want you to shake hands with Bill Ames.
Howdy.
Hello, Mr. Corey. Is Judy home?
Yes, she's in the house.
Will you water the horses, please?
Yes, sir. Oil.
Haven't we met somewhere, Kingston?
I don't recollect.
I'd have sworn I knew you.
Well, thanks. Well, if you'll excuse me, I have to see about my horse.
Oh, certainly.
I want to see you in my office tomorrow, Brett.
Oh, well, of course, Mr. Denby, sure.
I just rode over with Mr. Ames to say that I would be able to throw a little money your way, Judy.
Well, we could use it, couldn't we, Brad?
Oh, we sure could. I figured I might lease that north section of yours to run some of my new herd.
Hey, Roger. I've got it.
Got what? I know who those two hombres are. One is Dusty King, the other is Crash Corrigan, two of the range busters. And to think that you gave Corrigan a job. That's one on you, Roger. If I know the range busters, they're after you.
They'll play me for a fool, will they? I'll have everybody in my office tonight. We'll give them range busters a reception they don't expect.
Yeah.
You just have to be patient, Brett. Oh, but I've been cooped up here so long. Here comes Crash.
Hiya, Brett. Congratulations. You're going to be a rich man. We found oil on your land. And that's what Denby and his gang's been after.
That won't do me any good. I can't prove who I am.
Brett's right, Crash. After wasting 3 days at Mesa Springs, I finally got a wire that Tom Andrews died natural.
Yeah, that's bad. But knowing about that oil, and these to back us up, we'll give Denby and his gang plenty to think about.
And you'll get a crack at those hombres at last, Brett.
Alibi? It's time to take Brett over to the Lazy W. I brought a horse for you from the ranch. Tell Dusty we're moving in to corral the gang there. And from there on, you take over.
It'll be a pleasure.
Okay, let's go. I'm riding in to get Denby. Good luck.
Good luck.
Denby said get him.
That's as far as you go. Take your hand off the gun, Dusty King.
Oh, so that's how it is.
Only worse. Range buster. Start for that shed.
You ride into the ranch and act natural-like. And ask for Kingston. Tell Dusty, and I'll circle around on foot and come in the other side as fast as I can.
Okay, Alibi.
Hold it, cowboy.
All right, get in there. I'll ride into town and tip Denby off that we only got one of them. I wonder where Corrigan is. If he shows, shoot first.
Good morning.
Good morning, miss. I'd like to see Dusty Kingston, if you please.
Well, he's around somewhere. Will you wait?
Thanks, I think I will.
Someone to see Dusty.
All right, put your hands up. I said get 'em up. I recognized this hombre when he first rode up. He's wanted for those stagecoach robberies.
You made a mistake, mister.
You can tell that to the sheriff.
Who are you?
I'm Brett Travis.
Brett Travis? Who do you think you're fooling?
Nobody. I tell you, I'm Brett Travis.
We'll let the sheriff's office decide that.
I'm going to find Mr. Kingston and see if he knows this young man.
Oh, he was just covering up when he was asking for Kingston.
We can soon find out.
Well, if you see Mr. Kingston, bring him down to the sheriff's office. I'm going to take this hombre in.
So you don't want to tangle with Corey again, huh?
The boys will take care of him.
You get out of here and help him before the range busters finds out who killed Judy's old man. Come in. Well, hello, Corey.
Hello, Mr. Denby.
I'm glad to see you. I was just going to send for you.
I had something on my mind. Thought I'd ride in.
Yes?
About this scheme that you're fixing up. Am I in?
Why, I don't believe I understand.
You will. You sent me over to the Lazy W because you thought I was smart, didn't you?
That's right.
Well, I've been doing a little bit of investigating on the South Section.
South Section, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what'd you find?
Oil.
Oil? Oh, yes, of course. You're all right, Corey. You're in.
Thanks. Just one other thing. I'd like to be in on those identification papers belonging to Brett Travis.
You're crazy.
Come on, Denby, quit stalling. Get them.
Not so fast, Corrigan.
You better not move.
Drop that gun, Crash Corrigan.
Get him up. You know that alias Corey didn't fool us.
We're even, Denby. Those hombres that killed Judy's father didn't fool us either.
Well, that puts his number up. The other one's holed in at the ranch.
These men know too much. I've got to get out there and see if they spilled anything.
What do we do with this one?
Drag him in there till we get back.
Come in.
Oh, howdy, ma'am.
Howdy. About time somebody showed up. Who you want?
I'm looking for Dusty Kingston.
I think you'll find Dusty locked up in that shed yonder.
You surprised me, ma'am.
I've been surprised myself. First, that young fella Dusty gets locked in. Then a young man rides up, and they run him off to the sheriff.
Looks like I ought to do something about it.
Looks like somebody ought to, if you ever expect to get this mess straightened out.
I'll be moving along, ma'am.
Don't call me ma'am. Call me Granny.
All right, Granny. I'm looking for Crash Corey. He's riding range. Well, I'm looking for Dusty, too.
Hey, Alibi, you're just in time. Get me out of here.
Get over there and let him out. Be quick about it.
All right, cowpoke, now you get in there and sit a while. Come on, get.
Here's your artillery, Dusty.
What's going on here?
We haven't time to explain now, Judy.
Red Travis in a heap of trouble, miss.
Well, there's something I'd like to get straightened out.
Judy, if you'll get a marshal out here as quick as you can, everything will be explained later.
I thought you said he was taken care of.
I didn't do a very good job.
Well, we will now. Hey, that looks like the other two range busters.
Why, it can't be. Well, it's them all right.
I'll circle around the ranch in case Judy needs some handling. You boys go get them too, and don't make a mess of it this time.
Get hombre's riding hard. Can you make out who it is?
Yeah, that's that lawyer, Denby.
Well, I'd better go get him. You keep on and find Crash.
Don't you treat him too rough. We may need his testimony.
I'll just massage him gentle like. All right, get down. Come on, get on your feet. Pete, circle around and get him from the rear.
Goodbye, Dusty. I knew you were up to no good the minute you got here. Dallas.
I shouldn't have told you I came from Dallas, Granny.
I knew the same about you, too.
But I knew better than try to fool you, Granny.
When you got here, I knew that I was right.
With your help, we made a good fight of it, Granny. Goodbye and bless you.
I'm expecting to see you all back at Lazy W. Ride well, ride far, and ride straight.
Thank you, Granny. Goodbye.
Goodbye, goodbye.
Goodbye, Granny.
Well, goodbye, Judy.
Goodbye.
Bye, Brett.
So long, Alibi.
We hate to see you go.
Oh, well, Judy, if you and Brett figure we ought to stay, why, maybe we could help you get the ranch running proper like.
That's right, Judy. Maybe we'd better ride range for you a while.
Brett and I'd love to have you stay at Lazy W.
Sure, you don't have to go, do you?
Well, no, that's right. We don't have to, do we?
No.
Hey, Dusty! Somebody's throwing lead. Come on! We'll be seeing you, folks.
along, ready to go, feeling a flow everywhere. Daring bold with lots of go, we're always doing good. All for one and one for all, each one a Robin Hood. Man of the prairie, riding along. Man of the west, meeting his death, singing a song. Man of the prairie, riding along. Head in the sky, spirits on high, knowing no fear. Man of the prairie, hearty and strong. Ready to go, fearing no foe, better beware. Daring bold with lots of gold, we're always doing good. All for one and one for all, each one a Robin Hood. Man of the prairie, riding along. Man of the west, meeting his friends, singing a song.
There is something he don't sound so good here. Ondene the cattle! Don't take them bags. Please don't take them. Now, Puma. Let me looking you over. I want to see maybe so there is somebody here I want to see. Ah, Senor Hank. Well, I told you before, you are interfering with my business. This time you can go, but the next time maybe you won't get off so lucky, huh? No! Well, Grandpapa, I hope you are not hurt too much, eh?
Oh, no, it's only a flesh wound. So you're El Puma.
See?
I know you won't rob me.
Oh, I do not want your gold. But you made a great mistake in outrenting me and my men for to scurry you across the desert when you got so much gold in this wagon. But you better go to town now. And to be sure these banditos do not come back, I will send some of my men with you. Juan, Ramirez, Pedro, you take Grandpa to the town, huh?
Ain't you going with me?
I? Oh, no, senor.
I must go with the tenderfeets for to dig up the dead Indians.
Huh?
What am I?
I'm a tarantula's uncle. What did he mean, dig up a dead Indian?
Ever since my brother-in-law was killed down there, Sheriff,